We're back with more Loving Living Local. It is never too late to purchase your first home. Realtor Jeremy Lawhon at Colorado First Time Homebuyer is no stranger to the process. Jeremy, a couple years ago, you purchased your first home, and now you're a realtor helping others find their dream homes. So tell me a little bit about your journey and how you got started.
Yeah, so really, I mean, the number one thing is, a dream of mine was always home ownership.
Yeah.
Got involved with Colorado First Time Homebuyer, and then they obviously helped me navigate through the process the first time.
Yeah.
And, I think that's given me a huge leg up on trying to help other people do the same thing, because I can relate, I mean, it's an emotional thing, and it's a big, monumental thing in a life, so, being able to relate to my own process and to my own experience not too long ago really helps me, kind of guide people through and let them know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, there's hope, and this can be done.
Were homes kind of always something on your mind of wanting to go into that industry, or was that something Colorado First Time Homebuyer kind of presented to you?
So a little bit of both. I always knew that I love sales. I've always been in sales, and I know that I always wanted to explore the realtor side of things. And then, after my home buying experience, it really just kind of throttled that, full force, and made me think to myself, like, hey, if I could do this and somebody could help me, maybe I can do the same thing to help other people do the same thing and, have such a great experience. And that's, what really made that go full force.
What is something that maybe Randy taught you a little bit that is something like you're like, wow, I would never have known that, but thanks to Randy and Colorado First Time Homebuyer, you got it now? Yeah,
I mean, really the down payment assistance, it's the down payment assistance and not having to have 20% down going into it, that's the first thought that you have and everybody tells you, but, only having to come in with a minimum of $1,000 out of pocket, that was something that I had no idea about at the time. And then, when that got brought light to me, I was like, wow, more people need to know about this.
I didn't know about it. Yeah. So are you still living in your first home, or have we moved on?
No, so we sold the first home after a couple years, and we ended up building our own home after that. So now we're kind of in our dream home, really, the first home is about getting your foot in the equity door, so you can start paying more towards your investment rather than paying towards rent. And then once you can do that, it really opens the door to unlimited possibilities for your next home and all that good stuff.
So since we're on home number 2, what should home buyers be expecting, though, when they buy their first home?
I mean, it's no secret, right? It's a really competitive market. The inventory is a little bit low, but it is 100% possible. We're getting people under contract every day. The biggest vote of advice that I could give to anybody is, be selective on what you're looking at, but be ready to move quick, right? So you want to have that flexibility of being open and, giving and taking here and there. But, like I said, be selective on what you're looking at. But really, once you find that one, you got to move fast in this market because it's so fast paced. You got to be on your toes.
And you're a realtor that definitely has your clients' backs, right?
Oh, 100%.
You're there to win them the offer.
100%. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you have any clients that were like a little skeptical at first, and then you kind of eased the way for them with the help of Colorado First Time Homebuyer?
Every single one of them. Yeah, no, for sure. Because I mean, when you jump in, you don't know what you're getting into yet. That's why first time home buying is a crazy thing. So just 100%. Everybody starts that way, and then you get comfortable in the process, and you move through it.
Jeremy, what's your secret sauce to winning the offer?
I wish there was one, but the best thing that I can say is that the most important thing is there's always two sides. There's a buyer and a seller. You want to make sure that both parties are happy. So making sure it's a win-win situation, not a win-lose for either side, and just making sure that you're going through and everybody can meet on common ground and everybody's happy with the transaction.
Well, I like our interaction right now. So how can folks find out more about you or how they can get to work and get their dream home?
Yeah, absolutely. If you go on Facebook on Colorado First Time Homebuyer, it'll pop that site up right there, and then you can just submit through there, and it'll send your information, and somebody will get in contact with you right away.
Would you be able to help me? I have nothing about anything about a first home.
Absolutely.
And can you dumb it down for me too, so you'd be able to walk me through the step by step?
100%.
All right, Jeremy. I feel like I know my next realtor. We got him right here. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course. Thank you very much.
All right, guys. Like you said, for more information, you can visit ColoradoFirstTimeHomebuyer.com. This segment has been sponsored by Colorado First Time Homebuyer.